Hi, this is me. In this video, I'm going to share a song that I mixed. First, have a look at how it sounds without anything, without any processing.
There's a scar on my arm from the fall on your bed. A broken doll, porcelain, got me open wide open red.
And also listen how it sounds after the mixing process is done. And this is how it sounds.
Your family thread fell apart when Daddy bought a new suit. A brand new girl on his arm. No one really seemed to alarm.
So now I'll show you what effects I have added into it. First, there are no drums, only instruments, guitars, keyboards, melodica, and background vocals and the lead vocals. First, I'll show you what I have done to these guitars. So in guitars, this is the EQ.
Where was it you had to go?
I think
Pulling that heavy.
the EQ is not perfect because this frequency could have been ducked like this. But now I will not make any changes. I'll just show you what I have done. Plus it's a studio recording, so the bleed of vocal is also there in the guitar. You can hear it. See the vocals.
I could spend the rest of my life thinking about the wrongs I could right, but every moment I'm drawing a line.
And so I'll show you first how the guitar sounds without any effect.
Where was it you had to go? Pulling that
You can hear the vocals are also present in the guitar sound because it's a studio recording. So I have to cut through the guitar from the vocals. So without EQ, it sounds something like
heavy stone.
with EQ.
Couldn't we have lightened the load?
And after saturation,
I could spend the rest of my life
this is my saturation that I always use,
thinking about the wrongs I could right.
and then I use compressor.
I'm drawing a line.
So without effect, it sounds something like this. With all three effects,
Where was it you had to go?
like this.
Pulling that heavy
Without
stone.
with
Couldn't we have lightened the load?
Now I'll show how the other guitar sounds, which is panned to the right. This is without any effect. Now I'll show you how the other guitar sounds, which is panned to the right without any effects. This is the EQ. After that, saturation. Without saturation. With saturation. Another parametric EQ, which is adding this frequencies. and then the compressor. And the reverb of this guitar is in on the left side. Now you can hear the reverb, both guitars together
Man and his boyfriend
and
took
reverb.
that broken doll. Oh, might as well have left me for dead. We grew up and got lost, died alone in nothing. I wish that I
Now let's move to the keys. So in keys without any effect, it sounds like
Where was it you had to go? Rolling out heavy stones. Couldn't weave lines up.
after the parametric EQ. And after a compressor, you can hear a lot of the rumble of these frequencies, but after this cut, it's not there. Now I'll go to the melodica section. So this is how melodica sound without any effect. This is the EQ. And I have also used this Maximus. And I have used maximum. I've used this maximum as gated effect because this melodica is being played only this part and some of this part. No, this part and this part and near about this part, and rest of the part there is no melodica. So what I should have done is that I should have cut all these part where melodica is not being played, but because I was so naive and I was not aware of these practices, which is usually done in mixing, that you can trim the part which is not needed. I didn't know about it, so I kept the whole thing, and I have used maximum as gating all the other sound besides melodica, so that I don't get the sound other than melodica. I have used this trick as gating. This was when I was not aware of the other easy tricks that one can do by trimming the audio files. Anyway, let's move forward, and I've used a compressor. Now let's move forward. Now let's move on to this sound of keys toy piano. Again, I have done the same mistake that this keys piano is being played only here and somewhere there, but I I should have trimmed all this part, but I didn't. Anyway, I'll show you how it sounds without EQ and without reverb and with the effects and with the reverb also. And nowhere else this part is this keys are being played besides I think here. Now I'll move to this room sound. So this is how I process this room sound without EQ, with EQ. This is the strange looking EQ I have done. And after the reverb, I don't know why I have used the reverb on on this side, which is left, whereas the instrument, I mean the track, is in the center. Yeah, there is a reason for it. Yes, I know. There's a few fruity scent, so the room sound goes to this reverb, and then this reverb send to reverb R, which is this one. So it's like a whole a reverb on the both side. I don't know why I have used this tech technique, but it is giving a reverb on the both side. Oh my god, I have used the techniques. I think nobody has ever thought about it, or maybe I have heard it from somewhere else, that this sound is going on this reverb, which is on the left hand side, left ear, and it is sending its reverb to this. Okay, so now move forward. Okay, so now we'll go to the vocal section, background vocals. Again, in the background vocals, I have used, I could have used the trimming thing, but I didn't, because back then in FL Studio there was no facility of cutting the audio clips like we do have now, like doing this. We can't in the previous version of FL Studio. At least I didn't know about it, so I did it my own way. Okay, so in vocals, it sounds something like this is without any EQ, and this is the EQ, vocals EQ, saturation, and then that strange thing of me gating. See the Maximus, the way I have used this Maximus. Look at this thing, what I have done. Just to get the loudness in the vocals, I have used this curve, which doesn't make any sense. Without it, there is no volume. But I use this way to get the volume. I could have used this thing like this, but that was not available in FL Studio. So I used this stupid looking curve. Anyway, it's part of learning. Seriously, man, I'm just so surprised that what stupid things I have done, and still this song sounds good. I'm not saying very best of the world, but it sounds good. So this was the Maximus and another Maximus. See again the curves. See, just to get the volume
Every moment I'm drawing a line.
I, I think what I was trying to achieve with this was that in order to get the upward compression, I was using Maximus this way. But anyway, so look at the other vocals, background vocal. Again, without anything, the EQ is with EQ,
I could spend the rest of my life
saturation, and Maximus.
thinking about the wrongs I could right.
See, again the same thing. This is upward compression. I'm trying to get the volume from the part where the voice is very low.
Where was it
This
you
is the
had
wider
to go?
effect, and
Pulling
the
that
reverb.
heavy stone. Couldn't we've lightened the load?
Normally I don't use this much of reverb in the background vocals, but that time I did. Both vocals, background vocal together. It sounds like
I could spend the rest of my life.
now move on to the lead vocals, and it sounds something like this.
Thinking about the wrongs I could right, but every moment I'm drawing a line. And where was it you had
This is
to
the vocal
go?
without anything.
Pulling that heavy
This is the first
stone.
EQ,
Couldn't we've lightened the load?
and this is saturation.
And I could spend the rest of my life
This is another parametric EQ after
thinking about the wrongs I could right.
lots of siblings
Every
there. That's why
moment
I have
I'm
made these
drawing a
cuts.
line. And where was it you had to go? Pulling that heavy stone.
See, this is upward compression.
Couldn't we've lightened the load?
It's good to know that I was using upward compression, but the way I was using it, I think it was not right. So that was the vocals, and that vocal was being fed
And I could
into
spend the rest of my
this,
life
where
thinking about the wrongs I could right.
all the reverbs is
Every
there.
moment I'm drawing a line. And where was it you had to go? Pulling the stone.
First reverb
Couldn't
was
we've lightened the
small room reverb, and this is
load?
the hall reverb,
And I could spend the rest of my life
both together.
thinking about the wrongs I could right.
So the vocal comes from that track, goes into reverb, and then that reverb is being filtered by these frequencies, which is, it sounds like this. This room, small room reverb sounds like this, that you are listening right now, and
And where was it you
this is
had
the hall
to
reverb,
go?
and that is the EQ of hall reverb.
Pulling that heavy stone.
This is the slab delay.
Couldn't we've lightened the load?
This is wider, that I always use very
And I
less.
could spend the rest
Everything
of my
together.
life Thinking about the wrongs I could right, but every moment I'm
This is everything
drawing a
together.
line.
So that is how I mix this entire song, and let's listen one more time. Everything together.
There's a scar on my arm from a fall on your bed, a broken doll, porcelain.
The thing that I regret, I won't say I regret because I don't regret. This is was just the part of my learning, but I think the upper range, this part of this song, I'll show you. These frequencies are quite on the higher side. I mean, volume of these frequencies are very high. See,
Cut me open, wide open red.
this part is very
Your family
shiny.
thread fell apart when daddy bought a new suit.
So that is how I feel about this. I think it's a good mix. It was a mix that made me very happy that I could mix, because from someone who has never mixed a song, and learning from these songs are is something which is quite satisfying. And these are my these are my happiness that I get whenever I mix a song and it sounds good. I feel proud of myself. Thanks to the website who provided these stem files. I think it was again cambridgemt.com or the Telefunken, because these are the two websites from which I have downloaded most of my songs for practice. Another wonderful song by the singer called, the band called Lonely Wild. Yeah, they have good songs. So I hope you liked the video, and if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll share some more stuff like this. I hope you don't mind me sharing my silly mistakes as well. um, but I think my songs sound good. It sound good given the fact that I haven't learned it from anywhere, or that I had no one to talk to about these things. Anyway, I hope you like the video and like the mix I have done. Till then, this is me signing off. Goodbye. Keep learning. Enjoy practicing. Love you.